I think I have like 2 or 3 soulmates and 1 Twinflame. One of my soulmates was my first boyfriend, who happens to be a covert narcissist, and he was a covert. I mean, and he was a karmic soulmate. My other 2 soulmates, my second soulmate is Algie Smith, because all these signs, like, come on, like all these synchronicity signs from these like 3 to 4 years. I've been seeing his last name Smith wherever I go. Like, come on. I used to have dreams about him also years ago, but I don't have those. I don't have dreams about him anymore like that. Like signs about him. I get like intuitive synchronicity signs like around my location. Like wherever I go, I'll be seeing like symbols. His names, his last name Smith. Wherever I go, like signs like that. And for example, for example, like in 2020, I kept when I was in Bay Plaza Mall. Soon as I was finished shopping at Bay Plaza Mall, I was walking around the car areas, and behind the black car, was a sign saying pilot, which is weird because that is the name of one of Algie Smith's songs, Pilot. And another sign, in 2019, I kept when I used to whenever I go outside somewhere, like when I was in Bay Plaza Mall again, like I was getting there was people playing New Edition song. I'm like, what the like I'm not lying, like in the beginning it didn't bother me, but then it started getting irritating because the signs kept happening all the time, and it stopped now. Like, whew, yeah. And well, the Hate You Give movie was talking about me and Algie. And to be honest, no, I don't have a big crush on him like that anymore since 2018, because I kept getting signs about him that he already had a girlfriend named Alicia, and 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 that he smoked. I don't like guys that smoke and that drink hard alcohol and like Hennessy and blah blah blah. And another reason why I decided like in the future to not be with him was because he reminds me of my relatives. Like he reminds me of my uncle and my uncle's son, which is my cousin. Like Audie Smith baby pictures, he looked just like my cousin. And that is one reason why I decided to not be with him like in the future, because he reminds me of my relatives, and I'm not into guys that smoke. I used to be into but before my spiritual awakening, I used to be into bad boys that smoke and and I'm not into that. But I know he's one of my soulmates, and I like him for his personality. Yes, he's handsome, he is, and I like him for his personality and etc. etc. But what I'm saying is, yes, he's one of my other soulmates. I think he's another karmic soulmate though, because he reminds me of people that I grew up with. Yeah, and well, that's what I want to say. The Hate You Give movie was really talking about me and Algie, even though I never met him yet. And oh yeah, another thing too. In 2019, I was in a America Works program. When I was at the America Works program, soon as I had to go there for like a job interview over there, right? That they sent me to a job interview at that program. Soon around 2019, when I had to go somewhere, soon as I was done with that process of that job interview, soon as I went back home, right, and I went to my room and I went back on my tablet to go on Instagram, and then I looked at his wall on Instagram. It looked like he was at the same place I went in Manhattan, like he was walking to some street side. And then I looked at the background of the street side. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's around the place I was at. And I'm so glad to see. No, I did not see it. I didn't. But I'm just like, oh gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was there. So that lets me know, yeah. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And The Sun Is Also a Star movie, that was talking about me and my Twinflame. who happens to be Asian. One of my other soulmate, my Twinflame, is Asian, and my first soulmate was my chronic boyfriend who was a COVID narcissist. My second soulmate that I have not seen yet is Algie Smith, and my other soulmate, a Twinflame, happens to be Asian, which explains that movie. The Sun is also a star. Okay, you know how I know that movie was talking about me? I'm not gonna say it complete. That's why I'm saying that I would like that I rather protect my Twinflame and my soulmates, because that's why I rather protect my Twinflame and my soulmates and myself also, because I don't want nothing to happen to none of us. Like, God forbid. But what I'm saying, but I have to speak my truth instead of hiding things. I'm not gonna say everything because that's nobody's business, you know. But I will say most stuff and not all. Okay. In 2020 or 2021, when I went downstairs from my building to take out mail in my mailbox, I noticed that there was two mail letters. There was two mail letters that had the name Natasha on it. And here is my proof. That's my proof right there. And then like 3 to 4 days ago, I went to some place in the Bronx. I was buying stuff at different stores, and I was at the 40 or 42 bus stop, and out of nowhere, so I was walking up the street side, and I noticed on those top those buildings that has like a where you walk inside, um like outside it had like a tall covering thing on top of the building where you have to walk inside outside. I can't even explain it, but around that building that has like a top thing on it where you have to walk inside the street thing, on the right side of the tall wood thing, it had like a white graffiti on it. With it had like a normal white color graffiti on it. It said Natasha on the name. My real name is not Natasha. My real name is Nayanta Towers. But I kept getting that sign of Natasha also. And I wrote it down. It was right in front of my face. That name, Natasha. That lets me know even more. That movie was talking about me. And also, the Star is Born movie. That movie was about me also. Because I know in the beginning, that movie came out like in the 1940 something. I know, I've been knew that. But before that movie came out, before Lady Gaga was in that movie, and years ago, in 2000, probably like 2015, 2016, 2017, I was planning on writing a book called A Star is Born. I was planning on writing a book named that. And I didn't write it yet. I was planning to write one of my storybooks as A Star is Born. And I didn't write it yet. But a few years after, that movie came out, A Star is Born. Isn't that weird? So what I'm telling y'all is that even though you may not believe me, God believes me and I believe me. Because I'm not lying. And no, I'm not crazy. No, I'm not crazy. No, I don't have no mental disorder like that. The only mental disorder I did have in the past was depression, anxiety, and PTSD from all the narcissistic abuse that I've been through in the past. But I already healed from that. I know myself. I already healed from that. And I'm still healing to this day from the past. But I don't have no crazy, like, no. The only thing that makes me crazy is disloyal people. That's it. You be loyal and we good. That's it. The only thing that makes me crazy is disloyal people. That's it. But everything that I said is the truth. And I even wrote it down too. Consistently. All the signs that I've seen, I wrote it down. All the dreams that I had, I wrote it down. Like most of it, I wrote it down. So I'm not lying. So I want to say, I'm the real star with 2 R's. The movie, the Hate You Give movie, was talking about me and Algie Smith. The movie, The Sun Is Also a Star, was talking about me and my me and my Twinflame, other soulmate that I have not seen yet, who happens to be Asian. And then that movie, that cartoon, Star Wars: The Force of Evil, was talking about me and my ex-boyfriend. And that's all I'm gonna say. I told the truth, and I live in my truth daily. Much love and light. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching this video. If you don't believe me, it's okay. If you do believe me, thank you for understanding that I told the truth. Thank you. Much love and light. From the real store with 2 R's. And hashtag Nayanta Towers, my real name. But my new name that I've been created years ago, my spiritual name is Star. And my singing stage name is Star. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you, and have a nice day.